What's up, everybody? I just wanted to make a short little video about this. I've got them out here, and so I was thinking about it, and I decided to stop and just shoot a little short video about this. This channel is for noobs. If you're a new coin collector, if you're a seasoned veteran and just want to consume some more coin content, and anything in between. So a lot of people probably don't know this, and if you're running across this channel for the first time, or this is the first time you've ever seen something like this, we're going to talk about copper pennies, pre-1982 to be exact. Anything pre-1982 is mostly copper, and they're actually worth more than a penny or a cent. They are actually right about now, they are worth, well, I should say the last time I checked, they are worth about 3 cents. So the only thing is that's melt value, and you can't melt them down because it's illegal, right? It's illegal to melt them down for the copper content. But there's a lot of people that think that they are going to discontinue the cent or the penny, depending on who you ask. Some people swear that there's no such thing as a penny, even though this says pennies. Some people are adamant about calling them cents, but that's beside the point. Some people think that they are going to discontinue pennies, and that when they do, that you'll be able to do whatever you want with them. Now, if that turns out to be true, and obviously I'm somebody that may believe that, I don't know, you can cash out on that if you have a lot of copper cents. Now, that makes this roll, I'm trying to look at the camera and grab the roll, that would make this roll what? $1.50, right? Instead of 50 cents, that would make this about $1.50. That's if the value of the metal stays where it's at currently. Now, I happen to believe that the value of the metal is going to drastically go up. I think over time, the value of all metals is just going to go through the roof. It's going to keep going and going and going. I think that mining it, or the whoever and wherever they're mining it at, I think it's going to get harder and harder for them to mine it. I think it's going to cost more and more and more money for them to mine it. And I think that money that they're using, whatever it may be, to purchase the things and the equipment and the stuff that they need to mine these metals, is going to be worth less and less and less and less. Meaning that anything that's metal now and already mined and out of the ground is going to skyrocket and go through the roof. I've always been into metal ever since I was a kid. I used to smash cans. I mean, that was probably some of my first income, was smashing cans with my foot or a cinder block until it just crumbled under my hands. And, I'd get a good 10 or 20 big old bags of cans together and take them down to the recycler and cash out. And so I've always had a kind of an attraction to metals, and now it continues now when I'm older. So pre-1982 pennies, I keep them. I have a box of them over here from my last penny hunt, and they're sitting here waiting for me to go through and make sure that they are pre-1982, separate, count, and wrap them so I can put them up somewhere. And they go in this box, and then they're not gonna stay at my house. So they're I mean, it's only pennies. It's only gonna be a $25 box of pennies, but I'm not gonna keep all this stuff at my house, right? So I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise you tell people that you do this kind of stuff. You wanna follow the rule of not keeping all your eggs in one basket, and disperse this stuff around. I keep my pew pews and my my ammos at my house. That's what I keep at my house. But anyway, this, I mark every one pre-1982 copper. Now some 1982 cents are copper, Some are not. You would have to, I believe you would have to weigh them to figure out which ones are and which ones aren't, because if I'm not mistaken, that was a transition year. Don't quote me on that. And the reason I don't know is because I don't care. And I don't care because it's too much work to sit there. To me, in my opinion, it's too much work to sit there weighing a bunch of 1982 pennies just to see if they're copper or not, so I can make a couple cents off of it. Maybe, maybe not. I just choose not to. I don't even bother with it if it's an 82. Now, that being said, I do keep my 82 pennies, but for a different reason, right? I'm not keeping them for the copper. I'm keeping them looking for the small date and the large date 1982s, which can be worth some money. So I set those aside, but for a different reason, not for this copper stack. This is my copper stack. So every one of these rolls to me is worth triple face value. So this is $1.50 in my hand. To me, in my mind, at least for now. And to be completely honest with you, this is all I have so far of that. Besides like wheat cents and stuff, but I don't count those because, that's a collection, right? So if you're into it, if you think this would be a good thing in the way that the world is going, the current state of affairs, and everybody talking about WW3 and all that stuff that's going on, maybe you want to do this. Maybe you want to start saving up, your copper cents and stacking metal. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. A lot of people do it in a lot of different ways. I've seen people have big, gigantic barrels full of. I literally saw this the other day. Some guy had like 55-gallon drums just full of copper pennies, and that's all cool. But good luck counting that when you want to. I'd rather wrap it up like this, mark it so I know what it is, and probably in the future it'll probably get some tape on it to keep these shut. But for now, this is what it is, and that's just a personal preference. I like to try to keep my stuff nice and neat and clean, and where you know what it is. But I imagine this ink's going to wear off of here over time, and it's not going to be there, and this is going to fall apart and everything else. So that might not even be a good idea. Maybe that old timer was onto something and had a better idea. But anyway, I'm not going to keep rambling on about this. If you don't know about copper pennies, now you know. So this is literally stuff that's in your pocket change. You pick up a handful of change from the store, you go through it. If you've got, 7 of these in there, well, that's 21 cents instead of 7 cents. And people don't realize that, and I don't think a lot of people care. But I'm one of them that does. I think it's cool. I think it's part of the hobby, part of the numismatics here, being a numismatist. And I save them for now because it's what I do. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you like the content, if you like little informational videos like this, me doing the best I can of what I've learned, hit that like button and support the channel. Get ready to go flip this up real quick. Get it out of this baggie. Colorado Cud. I just made a video showing this coin in a finds video, but it's sitting over here staring at me, so I need to get it flipped up and put in my book. I just picked it up to show you since we're right here. But anyway, thanks for watching. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe for more little videos like this if you like them. See ya.